Well, don't ask me what day it is because I've not a clue. Honestly, I'm clueless. Well, it's starting a new compost bin day today. This one's empty and I've got about 1.5 of these. They're probably 3-gallon buckets, maybe 4-gallon buckets out of it, which is reasonable because it actually wasn't full. But in this bucket I've put, there's 4 or 5 tomato plants, and they're going to do well. And here we've got some sweet peppers and some papayas. So those bell peppers are going to go into the ground a little later. So what do we want for starting a new compost bin? Well, we want green, which is the grass cuttings, and we want brown, which is leaves, and turn those together and get them in the bin. There we are, a nice pile of brown leaves and green grass cuttings. I'm going to mix all those up now, put some water on them and get them in the bin. Now you can see there it's pretty full, but this time next week that'll be about half. I'm going to give it a good dig in, and what's very good for compost is recycled beer. So if you were to save some recycled beer and get it in there, happy days. Just want it to start fermenting and sweating and decomposing. There's already a bit of the original compost in there, which will help the process. There you go. Now that will start to cook, and nature will take its course as it starts to break down, and then probably in about a week I'll turn it out and turn it, which will accelerate the breakdown. Now normally I would follow what my grandfather used to do and nip out the suckers and keep the stem growing straight up, but I've let these tomatoes, if you like, have the head, because these are a different variety. These are like the pumpkin beefsteak tomatoes. So I've tied them up to the bamboo and indeed supported them up to the wires that run along, and they're turning into lovely healthy plants. I mean, look at the trusses on this rascal here now. You know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 trusses on this one plant, and more developing. So that will crack on in the fullness of time. So I'm gonna give it a dig in, as my granddad would say, some more water, and I sprayed the grape with the BT yesterday. Now hopefully that will get rid of whatever pest is stripping the leaves out. We'll see. Oh, here's one I need to do. Oh yeah, I'll make a cane for that and give it a bit of support. But catch no one. It's all go, isn't it? You know, I had a visitor I think his name's Stephen. He goes by Dr. Chaucer. You all know him, he lives down John TM way. And he came up here, he's a cracking lad, apart from he's into that crypto crap. He's going to have a go at me for that. Anyway, he came up here and he had a look round and he said it's lovely, but I couldn't live up here, there's nothing to do. Mate, I don't get a minute. There's always something to do. And it's a medical fact that gardeners live longer than anybody else. I assume it is because of the either exercise or the stress-free environment. Being outside, got to be careful because this shaped bamboo is as sharp as a razor. I'm going to put that under and I'm going to put a bit of a tie around there. It'll be right, she'll be right, mate. Now, my vanilla have arrived and I've put them here in the nursery, in the shade, out of the way, and they got some moisture down there. Just got to let them settle because they've been in boxes for about 4 days travelling from wherever they've come from, near Bangkok I think, and we'll let them settle. I've got to build a frame, and as I said, I have and I've had a bad back. It's been absolutely chronic, so I don't want to be digging holes in that. After saying that, I am going to put a video on about the house and grounds. It goes everywhere except our bedroom and the studio. Too private. And May and I, if we can sell this land, we're going to sell it. Purely because it's 2 acres and we'll love it. But May's had a bad knee for about 3 months and she's been walking with a stick. So perhaps we're getting old, I don't know. But we're not moving far. If we can sell this, we're staying in the locality, love it here. Wouldn't move very much farther from here. But certainly within the village. But we're looking for something that's more like 1 rai, a quarter of the size, that we can retire disgracefully on. I will miss it. My friend Lou said, he said you're going to go past it and regret it every day if you sell it. I won't, because May and I have put 20 years into this garden, and all the trees that are on here, apart from the half-dozen huge mangoes that were here when we came, every tree either mainly May or I have planted and nurtured and had the fruit off, etc, etc. I was asked the other day, could you grow grass from seed in Thailand, or did you have to buy turf? No, I bought a box of grass seed from the UK, and I scattered the grass seed over probably, I don't know, maybe 50 square yards here, just a small patch, and I watered it and it grew, and then we cut it, and you know what grass is like, it responds to cutting. So I can see a rather beautiful butterfly here. I wonder if we can get close to it. Yeah, blue, black and white. Oh, it's an absolute beauty. Go on mate, have a good drink. That's it. Go on lad. Yeah. Yeah. Now you've just been there, numpty. Oh, that's one you've not been on. Get your tongue in there, as the actress said to the bishop. Anyway, so there you go. How much would I sell it for? It's got to be in the region of about 190,000 US dollars. It's well worth it. It is a self-sufficient plot. You know, its own water, its own solar, everything's on here, just ready for somebody to move in. Turnkey operation, really. I mean, people would change it, they would decorate differently and different things, but there you go. There you go. Right, this is getting ready for turning and tilling and planting this veg plot. Now when these pineapples start to go red like that, it means that they're gonna produce a fruit, and there will be soon a pineapple coming from down there. That's when the leaves go red. All this veg plot has got automatic sprinklers in it, so right, well, I'm going to plant these tonight when it's gone cool. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bell peppers are going out tonight, and these tomatoes in this bucket in my great compost, the more of the pumpkin tomatoes, I gave those to Brian to take with him the other day and plant at the farm, and he damn well forgot them. So they were in small pots, and I said, oh, well, I'll pot them up, so next time he comes he can take the bucket and everything. That'll grow happily on a patio because it's in a bucket. I mean, it's great compost. There's like 3 or 4 gallon of good compost there. When they start to flower, it will need feeding. You know, you're gonna have to get some feed on it. It could be, you might get a bucket of water with a load of grass clippings in and use grass tea or some well rotted farmyard manure or whatever. You know, nothing false. Give nature what nature was designed for. My friend Lou, he always says, Lou's a South African farmer, and he always says, if you want to know how to grow food, look what nature does. If you want to know how to make compost, look how nature does it. Right, we'll see you later. Bye bye for now.